Data stream initiated. This is Darkweb Reports. The Appalachian Mountains Feral People. Content warning. The following report contains graphic descriptions of extreme violence. Enjoy the video. Found on a dark web forum posted by user High Sierra Ghost. This is their story. I'm posting this here because it's the only place I know it won't be immediately scrubbed by authorities, or by them. I don't care if you believe me, I just need a record. I need someone to know what happened to Liam and Chloe. It was supposed to be a 7-day deep woods hike in the Appalachians 2 weeks ago. We were experienced, cocky. We took an old map we found online showing an unmarked trail leading up to a ridgeline known only as the Devil's Backbone in the remotest part of West Virginia. We followed Shadow Creek for 3 days until the trail vanished. Liam, the tracker of our group, pushed us further north, saying he saw signs of an older, deer-trodden path. That's when things changed. The air didn't feel right. It wasn't just quiet, it was dead. No birdsong, no cicadas, just the sound of our boots and the frantic drumming of blood in my ears. We started seeing things tied to trees, bundles of dried leaves woven with animal hair, primitive stick figures that looked too much like human skeletons. Chloe wanted out immediately. Liam was unnerved, but insisted we were just seeing a local's twisted hunting trail. Then we found the camp. It wasn't a campsite. It was a ruin. A shallow cave opening, and scattered around it, crude tools, not hunting axes, but heavy split-wood clubs stained a deep, unsettling brown. And the bones, not just deer or rabbit, they were scattered, gnawed clean, and definitely, unmistakably, human. Smaller pieces, shattered vertebrae, fragments of a femur. We turned to run, but we were too late. The first sound was a high, thin cry, like an injured bird, but wrong. It was a noise of malice. They burst from the dense rhododendrons downhill. There were maybe 6 of them. They weren't just dirty, they were feral. They wore rags, animal pelts, and their skin was covered in layers of dirt and ancient dried blood. They were thin, but incredibly fast, moving on all fours, then springing up in loping strides. Their eyes were the worst, completely black, wide and empty of sanity, only driven by hunger and rage. They didn't speak. They made guttural clicks and screams. Liam grabbed the bear spray and bought us 5 seconds. We sprinted. I glanced back as a huge, thick-set figure tackled Liam. He went down hard, the bear spray flying into the brush. Chloe screamed and tripped over a root. She tried to crawl, but 2 others were on her instantly. They didn't kill her. They just overpowered her, binding her wrists and ankles with strips of rawhide so fast it was like they'd practiced this 1,000 times. They looked at me. Their faces were pressed close to Liam and Chloe as they secured them, and they were smelling them, like a dog checking its dinner. I didn't stop. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs turned to rubber. I left them there. I managed to lose them in a thick fog that rolled in like a curtain, some kind of sick mountain luck. I hiked 4 days without food, sleeping in a tree, constantly listening for those awful cries. I made it out 5 days ago. The only proof I have is Chloe's discarded phone, which I snatched up right before they got to her. The last thing she recorded was just a second of video. Chloe's face, terrified, and then a quick shot of the cave entrance, and the things that were surrounding her, their faces distorted and snarling. I'm uploading that clip now. I've encrypted it and attached it to this post. I can't go to the police. They'll lock me up or send me back to look for bodies that will never be found. They'll call it bears or coyotes or my mental breakdown, but I know what I saw. These are not men. These are animals wearing the remnants of men, and they live deep inside those mountains, waiting for the next group of arrogant hikers to wander off the map. If you find this, don't look for us. Destroy the map, burn this post, and never ever go north of Shadow Creek. They know I got away. I can hear the wind whistling outside my window, and I swear it sounds like they're clicking. The encrypted file is attached below. This transmission has now concluded. If you seek to uncover more hidden truths, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.